Good morning. All right, y'all, my hair is poofy today. I don't know what's going on. My hair is dry and poofy. Okay, y'all gonna have to live with it. It's a little crazy. Anyway, I'm running into the office. I have clients this morning. I am pulling away from the house, so we're gonna lose connection here. But I wanted to just give you some encouragement this morning, and the encouragement is for you to get off of social media every once in a while. Like, I feel amazing after taking a much needed social media break. So it started last Friday. And as everyone knows, okay, we're back. Everyone knows about the passing of Kevin Samuels last Thursday. And after me hearing about that and immediately thinking it was a rumor. It was a black Twitter rumor, or, it was just a rumor. And then it was confirmed on Friday that, in fact, he had passed away. And after that, after, making a video and talking about it very briefly, I made the decision to get off of social media. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the next 3 or 4 days. I'm going to take a break from social media because, I knew it was, the manosphere, the black manosphere was going to explode. I knew the dating and relationship, that whole sphere was going to explode because of what had happened. And I did not want to be inundated with the stories, the videos, everybody talking about it. I was just like, I felt really awful that it happened. However, that's the thing about social media. That's the thing about watching the news outlets. I don't watch television. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I don't watch television. I get stories late. I get them from clients. I get them from followers. I get them from my mother. I get them from a lot of people, but I rarely get a story firsthand because I don't watch television. I just don't, because why? Like, I don't want that to be the narrative that's running in my head over and over and over. So, but here's what I found so interesting. So when you get off social media, and this is why a lot of people need to do it, your perspective totally flips. It totally flips on its head. So while you are seeing all the craziness in dating and relationships on social media, and I know I even experienced this, where I started to doubt, oh my God, are all the men in the world like this? And then I get off of social media and I actually engage with real men who are normal, who are healthy, who are masculine, who are paying for dates, who are calling, who are texting. And I'm like, oh, it's social media. So that is why it's so important that women need to do this. You've got to get off social media, because if you don't, social media will trick your brain into thinking this is all that's out there. Like, these are the men, the dusty men, the feminine energy men, the men who, it'll trick you into thinking that that's real life, and it's not. It's not. And here's what was so interesting. So I was off of social media for 3 days, and I don't even consider that a long time, but off of social media for 3 days. And y'all, when I tell you, I know a lot of different people. I have a lot of different friends of all races, all ethnicities, all genders, people from all over the world that I call friends, and casual friends and acquaintances, right? I know lots of different people. And what I found fascinating is in those 3 days, like, more people than not had never even heard of Kevin Samuels. I know, shocking, right? What? No, because this is what I'm talking about. When you live on social media, you live in this vacuum where you honestly believe that this is everybody, that everybody must know this, everybody must share my worldview, and they don't. This is why it's important to get off of it, to live in the real world, to live in what's real. Because I would just mention it in casual conversation. They're like, who's that? And I was like, you know what? I needed this break. I needed this social media break. I needed to be reminded there are more people in the world than not that have no idea who Kevin Samuels is. have no idea what he talks about, have no idea what he's saying about women or about men. They have no idea. And guess what? Their life is going just fine. They're living just fine. They're happy, healthy, thriving, prosperous, full of joy. Like their life is going just great. It will give you perspective. It really, really will. The same with traveling. This is what I always tell people. It is important to travel, and not for the wrong reasons. Don't travel to run away from your life and run away from yourself. You're not traveling for that reason. At least that's not the reason I travel. I travel so that I can gain new perspective. I can be in different parts of the country. I can hear and see different people, how they think, how they act, how they do things. And then when I leave the country, oh my gosh, when I leave the U.S., it's like night and day. I get to see how people in other countries live. I get to see all the magnificence out there in the world and other people's perspective and it's priceless. I honestly can't put a price on it. That's why I love traveling so much. And so, yeah, come off of social media. Come off of social media for a day or two. And I know for some of you that's a big ask. I wish I could do it longer. And here's the thing. I'm actually going to challenge myself this summer to do it longer. I'm going to set up my posts and my stories and all of that. I'm going to try to set that up in advance so I can take a week off. I will be going on vacation with my family for a week, and I want to be able to not be on social media that whole week, and perhaps, post some pictures here and there when I get back. But that is my challenge, to try to take an entire week off at a time. So a week off for my family vacation, a week off for my girls' trip in September, and just live out here in the real world. Y'all, the real world exists. It's still out here. It's still available to you. And so many people, they live in this metaverse, right? They live in this metaverse. It's insane. But they think that that's real. They think that this metaverse, this Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat or whatever, they got some new stuff out now. They think that that's real, and it's not. That is not reality. That's not your real world. That is a tiny, tiny, tiny little piece of the world. Very tiny. But I found that so interesting that most of the people that I talked with, that I'm friends with, casual friends with, acquaintances with, they had no idea who Kevin Samuels was. No idea. They were like, who's that? And then I was like, okay, well, it's almost like I feel like I have to show you better than I can tell you. But you know what? I was like, okay, he was a very popular YouTuber and, was in the manosphere and, kind of blew up, okay. That was it. I couldn't even, but take breaks. Take breaks for your sanity. Take breaks for your perspective. Take breaks because, just to take a break, like live out here in the world. I do it all the time. And it's fun out here. It's great. You're going to meet all types of different new and interesting people. Oh, okay. I got a question. How do you feel about a man saying a woman should be bringing more to the table if she has kids and he doesn't? Bringing more as in what? Like, I would ask for clarity on that. So more as in what? What do you mean by that? Here's what I honestly want to be frank and tell you. If you have children, my hope is that the father of those children would be financially providing for them, right? I believe the father of those children should be financially providing for them. I do not think that there should be an expectation for the new man to provide for children that you and some other man met. Unpopular opinion, okay? But that's what I believe. And if that's the case, okay. I mean, you're not asking him to do anything for your children that you and their father are not doing, or that he doesn't want to do out of the goodness of his heart. Because here's the thing I'm going to tell you. Good men, right? Good, healthy, masculine men believe in taking care of women, children, animals, and the planet. Doesn't matter whose children, they're going to do that because they're good men. But we're not expecting them to do it, you know, when they're our children and some other man's children. I've never expected a man to take care of my children by their dad. And yet they do, you know, they give them things, they take them places, they pick them up, you know. The two men that I've dated, they've done all of that. So again, if he's a good man, he should want to do that, because masculine men take care of women, children, animals, and the planet. Okay, they believe that they were born in service to those things. So that's just a little side note to determine if he is a good, healthy, masculine man. But, you know, I'm gonna be honest, any man that has that conversation, to me, that's a huge red flag. Like, why are you asking me? I remember when that whole thing went viral and went around social media. No man has ever asked me that. No man has ever said that to me. I was like, come on, y'all. That's a huge red flag for a man. Remember, a masculine, healthy man who's built to give and do, who's built to serve. And he's sitting there with his hand out asking you what you're bringing? No, come on. Stop that foolishness. But again, see, this is what happens when you live on social media and you actually believe that that's real. Like, you actually believe that's what men are out here doing. And they're not. They're not. Okay, he's basically saying I should go 50-50 on bills if children are in the home that aren't his. Again, like, you know, what's your thought about the 50-50? See, I don't do that. Like, I don't do that. I don't believe that maintains a healthy respect and polarity. That does not help me to feel sexy and juicy towards you. That does not get my juices flowing. So really, that's, yeah. Oh, she said I ended the relationship. Well, there you go. Like, that don't get me wet. Can I just be honest? You know, a man talking about 50-50 does not excite me sexually. So, you know, okay, bro, if you don't want to have no sex, if you want to be roommates, sure, I'll split these bills with you. Like, I'm being honest. So, I'm not built for it. So, yeah, no. But you all, I'm here at the office. I want you to take breaks. Take breaks from social media. It is amazing for your mental health. It is amazing for your perspective. It's going to help you to really see what's real. It may even help you see a real man in the real world. So, oh yeah, she says that makes me feel very masculine. It does. Yuck. So, and look, when, like I said, men don't ask me these questions. They don't ask me about 50-50 or any of that. But I have a face ready for if that ever were to happen. And so as soon as he says, yeah, you have kids, Anita, you need to go 50-50. Like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to say words. I'm just going to go, see, that's what I'm going to do. That's the face I'm going to make. So sometimes y'all don't even need to say anything. Just make that face. Like, and that's what is so interesting. Women ask me all the time, what do you say to this? What do you say to that? Sometimes I don't say anything. I just make faces. Or I, you know, like, that's enough. That's enough. He like, okay, let me back out of this conversation. Like, that didn't work. No, that doesn't work. So, but get out into the world, enjoy the world, meet real people, meet real men, right? That's what I love about being on social media breaks, is it opens up. So I've gotten rid of something that would have taken up a good chunk of my time. And now something else kind of falls in its place, something better. So check it out. Take breaks. Take break for a day. Take a break for 2 days. One of the things that I had to do was I had to get rid of the alerts. I don't have any social media alerts on my phone. So if someone, you know, tags me in Facebook, or if somebody likes a comment in Instagram, I don't have that on my phone. So I have to intentionally go to those apps just to see what's going on. And I did that on purpose because I didn't want to continue to be distracted by something that personally isn't real. Like, I want to be in the real world. I want to be present. I want to be here in the real world. So that's just my 2 cents for this morning. I hope you all have an amazing day today. Hey, Alta. Good morning. I hope you have an amazing day. It's going to storm here for 3 days, so I'm not super happy about that, but my garden loves it. My garden is finally in. I'm super excited to watch my little baby plants grow. I'm going to keep you all posted on my gardening journey. My garden is actually one of the ways that I express my femininity, right? So I myself, my physical body is like a garden. A man plants his seed within me and I nurture it, I water it, I eat, I drink, and that seed grows inside of me and it grows to be a full-term baby. And then I push that baby out into the world. And that is very much the symbolism for when I'm planting things in the earth, right? And remember, earth and everything natural is called Mother Nature. So I love it. It's how I express my feminine energy. It's one of the many ways that I express my feminine energy. All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Okay. She says, I sent a message to your DM last night. Okay. I got to check it out. Have a wonderful day, ladies. And as always, stay open to love.